We live in a world where the quality of information we receive determines our choices, including our capacity to enjoy fundamental freedoms and the ability for self-determination and development.
Learning media is a very helpful way to know and be aware of how our modern world runs. That's why we encourage you to follow us in exploring the digital world outside.
We're going to discover and know the common media language that can be seen even in the street.
And we'll eventually understand the importance of media itself.
So what are you waiting for? Come and join us!
In our current status, media is one of the most prevalent social norms that everyone seems to be using in their everyday lives. We ought to understand it when using information relays, skill-related hobbies, and in our everyday functions. At this point, everything that happens to be working was either caused by media literate or media literacy itself. But aside from aiming us to better understand the real essence of media and information literacy, we also must confide to learn the different languages that is appropriate in the media. It is a way to communicate in a variety of audiences and perceive message through different senses. So the remaining question is, what is media language? Media language is the way in which the meaning of a media text is conveyed to the audience. One of the ways media language works is to convey meaning through signs and symbols suggested by a way a scene is set up and filmed. It is used as a medium of communication.
As we look around, we can find different languages encrypted to give meanings to the audiences or people who are able to access information. And if we look around, there are different kind of things here that we can able to spot just in the street. One of the examples is traffic lights. It symbolizes the organization and flow of the cars or when to go, stop, and wait.
Codes and conventions impart and subjectify that media languages in means of the systems, signs which create meaning to an information to be distinguished by the audiences. The types of codes, which are technical codes, written codes, and symbolic codes, show what's beneath the surface of what we use and see and visualize. They also differ in terms of usage. Technical codes gives the meaning and the exact meaning of the story with just the equipment and the angle within the view. It is called camera techniques. That includes eye-level shot, low-angle shot, over-the-shoulder shot, reverse angle shot, high-angle shot, and bird's-eye shot.
Written codes like speech bubble, speech play, and other bulletin are the type of code to which the information is disseminated by a written text.
Last is the symbolic codes, which tells different signs that can be easily understood by many tell the whole message at exact point. It can be seen in different areas in different genre of media or outside digitals. Example such as green places describe environmental energy, board signage that is visible outside road, caution signs, directions, and more. It will give people to know exactly an information with just a code or symbol.
All these types of codes and conventions in a film or any forms of media is applied in terms of production process. Codes are used to give a message directly to the audience together with a visual. Convention is also used to show the intensity and the level of the whole production set. The so-called production process were made by pre-production, where the editors and producers are planning, making a storyline, and creating the perfect plot of the story. It is where they usually boost out their best and consult many literates when making a great line of story. After they made the storyline, they proceed in the production stage where they execute the needed scenes and shoot them in actual. They gather the materials needed for the shoot and make the actors act their characters according to the script. The second to the last is the post-production, where they finalize for the outcome. It is where they take the draft and assemble it based on the sequences of the story. They add some of the effects and symbols to beautify the whole making. Last is the distribution of the outcome to the various audience with the desirable messages inflected to it. Usually, this is the last term of the making, the movie, and expressing out to audiences to make a review. It is also be the basis whether their outcomes is presented in a great stance.
Now that you know how media language revolves around its subtopics, you must also learn to be aware of its importance. So, what is really the importance of media language on us?
The most important thing that we must always remember is the moral capacity of someone to use media in a good and ungodly ways.
And now, we are done exploring the world of media.
We are now signing out.
And that it must be known. Thank you for watching!
Bye!